What's up guys, Bloodshed here, bringing you the Monk starter build for Diablo 3 patch 2.6.1 in Season 12. Now in this video we're going to take you from a fresh Monk with just yellow gear, marquee gems, no legendary gems, nothing in the cube, right? Just a fresh Monk, and it's a nice roadmap to follow to kind of get you started right on the season. Okay, now this is specifically for Season 12, the GR20 clear and beyond, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. We're also going to cover some level 1 blood shard rolls after all this stuff, so stay tuned for that. The premise of the starter build is to get in, hit fast, get EP on a mob, and pretty much win. We're going to bully our way through the rift, and you're going to keep up sweeping wins, obviously, so I'm going to cast that before I engage a pack, since it does fall off if you're not attacking enemies. So let's cast sweeping wins. Jump in, start attacking. We're gonna blinding flash and then use EP, and it kind of snapshots it because we are using mythic rhythm. So hit them 3 times, and then you want to blinding flash, hit them with EP, and then you're pretty much good to go. And then it's gonna have like a souped up damage bonus. Okay, so basically attack a bunch, and then hit something with EP, and then keep attacking a bunch and repeat over and over. And that's basically it. The blinding flash is going to proc your passive. Sweeping winds is proccing your passive. Your passive is going to allow you to do 20% more damage to enemies. And it's a pretty good build. We were chugging through. We almost cleared the GR20 with just this specifically. So it's a nice starter build to get you going right. Again, just attack 3 times, hit EP, then attack that mob, and then the EP will spread to the other enemies. And if you have something like Gundo gear, if you happen to get that while leveling, definitely use it, even if it's a level 12 Gundo gear. Put it in the cube or wear it. It's super important. It's going to actually spread Exploding Palm all over the place. And then you can switch to the cold rune, or, you know, whatever rune you choose. Lightning, cold, fire, all solid choices. Now this starter section was just to get you to your 2 and 4 piece set bonuses for the Monk. As soon as you get your 2 piece, it's going to start spreading Exploding Palm everywhere. So every 3rd hit of your Spirit Generators applies Exploding Palm, and you pretty much don't have to worry about it anymore. You just start attacking everything. Everything blows up. EP is so strong, you spread it so fast, it's just going to carry you throughout the rift. And once you get your 4 piece, which is before the GR20 clear, your 7-sided strike does 777 increased damage. So that's what we're going to use to explode EP. So you're basically just going to attack like a madman, and then 7-sided strike to explode the EP, right? So it becomes extremely face roll. As soon as you get your 2 and 4 piece bonuses, there's pretty much nothing to worry about after that. As you can see, we still have our parameters, our same parameters set. So let's go ahead and jump into the GR20 clear, and I'll just kind of showcase the power. You want to stack crit damage, really important stats. It just is just so strong early on. Like the game doesn't scale with it well. Like the mobs don't scale with you essentially because you're just so strong. You want to put fire damage if you're going with the fire rune, and let's go ahead and pop EP, get all that, and continue on. And another rune, like I said, you can use cold with this. I still prefer fire just for the consistency, but I would switch to cold if I had like Gundo gear or something like that. White gems in your gear is really important. It's going to help you survive. It synergizes nicely with Harmony, the Harmony passive as well. We're going to go ahead and blind these dudes and then get ready to pop some of them, spread the fire, and start doing all the deeps. If you get anything that buffs 7-sided strike on your gear, super important. Yeah, man, pretty solid build all around. We're going to just start pulling ahead, even with these low parameters. Let's go ahead and go to the next level. If you are 70 and you're rolling Gundo gear, make sure to do it on a level 1 character, right? Because it's just your highest chance to get Gundo gear, and it's gonna, you know, you can put it in the cube or whatever. Even if you wear a level 12 bracers, like honestly, like it's just a huge damage increase, effective increase to the set itself, and you're gonna be using them forever with Juliana's, right? Until you go on to your next build, whatever that be. Let's not stand on the beams right there. Let's actually pull them to more density. You can craft a Devastator also. No! You can craft a Devastator at the blacksmith if you really want to go fire damage. It's really nice. It doesn't take too much. And let's blow it up. And then you can see all the damage. Look at this guy just getting shredded by everything. Hit him with the blinding flash. He's going to take more damage. Don't die. Not again, blood. Not like this. Devastator's good. Cinder Coat would be nice for fire damage. You make sure you wear that early. Anything you get while leveling is only going to boost up your effectiveness. I do prefer maces, but you can use 2 fist weapons or 2 maces, whatever you decide to craft. Or if you get like a random legendary that doesn't even help the build, but it has, you know, higher DPS and a socket, then I'd probably go with that for sure. But you can see this build is great. We pull ahead eventually. You just kind of truck along, and really the goal is just to get through the journey to get your 6-piece, get through everything to get your 6-piece, because it's like, you know, that's where all of the damage comes from, is multipliers in Diablo 3. So we want to get those multipliers as soon as possible. Now, as soon as you get your 6-piece bonus, increase the damage of your exploding palm by 2100%, and your 7-sided strike detonates exploding palm. So we are going to make a few changes to the build. Like, we're actually going to switch to the cold rune, because the cold rune does 6000%. So you put exploding palm on an enemy, hit 7-sided strike, and things go boom. So let's go from literally the same exact build we just used, right? Nothing in the cube beneficial. Let's try to get a nice group here. I'm trying to pull them together too much just to kind of demonstrate, but it might actually be my downfall. Nope. And it triggers EP. You can see how it works. You just kind of group them up and line them up and knock them down. We have Serenity. Serenity is pretty much my saving grace here. You can attack a bunch, get EPs everywhere. You don't have to manually cast it and blow it up. So yeah, instantly we jump to T7. Survive, blood, survive. Pull them together, blow them up. So it's pretty insane. The multipliers are so high these days that you'll be in like T11 in no time, right? Just because of the way that it works together and how the multipliers pretty much just outscale the content. So, all right, let's get on to early recommendations for the build. So there are 2 notable things you can roll as a monk. So we have right here, level 1 shards. So if you're able to do your challenge rift next season and you come across a challenge rift bag with 475 blood shards, what exactly would you roll? Well, monk has it easy. Okay, we have LTK boots and we have Crudus boots. Crudus boots will definitely directly improve on the builds that we did here today. If you get the Rivera Dancers or the LTK boots, that's going to give you about a 300% multiplier. That'll definitely increase it. I would use the Rivera Dancers LTK bonus to pop Exploding Palm, and then you'd be good pretty much from there. You can just keep using that until you get your 6-piece bonus. Once you get your 6-piece, you won't need it anymore. Or if you want to forego this right here, both of these are good, right? You can roll Bracers, and you can get Pinto's Pride, which is needed for Wave of Light, and you can get Gundo Gear or Caesar's Memento. Caesar's Memento is like an 800% multiplier for Tempest Rush, or you can get Gundo Gear. Now, Gundo Gear is best in slot for a lot of monk builds, especially Juliana's. It's gonna, your on-death Exploding Palm is gonna spread Exploding Palm. So you saw earlier we were exploding the screen. Well, it'll just kind of continuously trigger more and more explosions. So Gundo Gear is really, really strong. For me personally, I would probably roll LTK boots just to have a guaranteed multiplier the whole way while leveling. And then if I got it, I would roll it carefully, right? If you get it early, then I would start rolling Bracers after that. Maybe you get both. The lucky few of you might actually get both. So those are some early recommendations on Blood Shards. Don't do your challenge rift the week of the season, because when the season starts, you'll be able to make a level 1 seasonal character, log out, go do your challenge rift, log back into your seasonal character, and claim your challenge rift bag. Now, if that gets canned and Blizzard nerfs that, you'll still be able to do everything that we learned today. So that's why this is here too. Even if the other method gets canceled, you still have this, right? It's still a working build. So if this was my current character and the season started and this is all I had, I definitely would just roll Bracers to get that Gundo Gear that we talked about. And I would be upgrading one-handed fist weapons, because you need a lot of weapons as a monk. That's one of the downsides, but it'll pay off, right? You need a flying dragon. That's not a fist weapon, but you need a lion's claw. That's a fist weapon. You need all kind of fist of Az right here. Your exploding palms on death explosion is increased by 500%. So you need a lot of weapons, and if you decide to play something else like Dunwuko, like there's Kiroshiro's blade you need. There's a lot of monk weapons that are really vital to monks, so I would definitely upgrade that. For survivability, you know, if you get a unity, make sure to pay attention to that. Make sure your follower has it. I wasn't actually using my follower. I would probably use the Templar just for the resource gain early on, and I would probably pick the whole left column here. So that would have helped me get a little bit more survivability if I was using them today. So you gotta use your followers, man. It's important. Written guide and link will be down in the description below. Thank you guys for all the support I've been getting lately. If you don't mind, you can follow me on Twitter at Bluddshed or on twitch.tv/Bluddshed. I stream there 6 days a week. Twitch has been having some connectivity issues these last few days, so yeah, feels bad, man. But I'm here, we're working away, we're making videos, and it just means more YouTube videos get pushed out. And I appreciate everything, you guys allowing me to be a creator. And that's gonna be all for me today. I think that's it. This is the Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Peace.